Hey guys, welcome to another song lesson with me, Rex Pearson from rexpearson.com. Hope you guys are alright. We're going to be covering a new song by Incubus called Promises. Two Promises. It's quite a cool song for working on your open position chords, so it's great for beginner guitarists out there. It's also got a really nice, really quite easy pentatonic lead idea that we can use to improve our lead playing as well, and it's not too difficult for beginners, so this is a great one for beginner guitarists. One thing to note before we attempt this, and that is the timing on the chords of the verse are probably the most difficult thing to get, particularly with the right hand strumming pattern. Remember guys, this song has a mastery pack which you can get from rexpearson.com. Just look at the link below if you're watching on YouTube, or look at the banner if you're watching on the website, and give it a click and you'll be able to find the mastery pack, which has all the chords, all the tab, all the warm-up exercises, my practice tips, the lyrics, loads of other really useful information that will give you all there so that you can have it with you when you're watching this video and be able to perfectly master the song, much better than just watching a video lesson. Okay, so the first thing we're going to learn is the verse, which is the main part of the song really. It's the same as for the choruses, it's the same chord progression for the verses, and like I say, it's the timing that's going to catch people out on this one. So we're going to spend a bit of time on the strumming pattern and the timing of the chord changes. So let's learn the first part, which is the verse for Incubus. Okay, before we get started with the actual chords, the first thing that I want to do is take the middle section of this verse and get used to the change, because it's going to happen very quickly compared to all the other chords. You need to be very comfortable with your open position chords before you attempt this. If you're not, then head over to the rexpearson.com website where you can learn the beginner guitar course. All of it's completely free to share with your friends. Okay, so E minor is the first chord that I'm going to be getting you to play. The second chord that we're going to be changing to very quickly is between E minor and G major. Now you can use a choice of G major chords. You can use that one, but you can also use that one as well, depending on which one you prefer. I prefer the sound of that one with the little finger and the third finger in place, so I'm going to be using that one, but it doesn't matter if you use the other one. Okay, so you've got to get used to changing from E minor to G major. You want to practice doing the change as much as possible from E minor to G major, making sure that you don't mute any notes and that you get the change in time. Unfortunately, with the two changes, if you've learnt your chords properly, there is no pivot point between E minor and G major. All of the fingers need to move to get the two shapes. So it's quite a hard change, and you're going to need to get it to a sort of that sort of speed. When you first try this, you'll find that your fingers will line up one by one. And then when you change to the G, you'll probably put the second finger, first finger, third finger, strum. That's perfectly normal if you're a beginner guitarist. But what you're trying to aim is to move your fingers as a block, as one unit. Try and think about that as you're changing from one chord to the next. Think about trying to get to E minor as one block. And then think about getting to G major. It doesn't matter how long it takes, but as a block. So that they all go down together at the same time. If you can get that at a really slow tempo, all as one, all going down as one, it'll really help the changes as you increase the speed. That's the thing that you need to be practicing from E minor to G before you attempt the next part, which is where we're going to learn all the chords from the beginning. Alright, there's one more thing that we need to practice before we introduce the chords, and that's the strumming pattern. Because like I said, the beginning of this tune is probably the most difficult part with the changes for a beginner guitarist. So we need to try and get the right hand as smooth as we can before we try introducing left hand chords, because otherwise you're going to be introducing too much at once. You need to be able to nail one before you try and nail the other. Remember, the mastery pack has all the strumming patterns for you, all written down with down and up strokes. So head over to the website rexpearson.com or click the link below and get a mastery pack. So what you need to do is the strumming pattern sounds like this. That's the first part of it. So you've got down, down, up, up, down. And you want to make sure that you're doing that with the right hand, and you want to make sure that you can feel where the beat is landing. That's really important. So you've got down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, up. I'll slow it down. Down, down, up, up, down. Okay, the next part of the strumming pattern repeats that second section, that up, up, down. So what you've got is down, down, up, up, down, up, up, down. The final part of the strumming pattern adds a sort of down, up stroke going on. So if I play the full thing together, so you can hear at the end you've got a down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And that brings you round for the strumming pattern again. So the full strumming pattern all at once is down, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Mastery Pack has the strumming pattern with all the down and up strokes, so do check that out if you're struggling with the strumming pattern. It will really help you be able to lock into that. The whole time while you're practicing that, I was playing it at performance tempo there. I did play it slowly for you so that you can try and play along with it. Do learn the down and up strokes in isolation, slow it down at your own pace without the video, and practice that strumming pattern. Gradually build it up to tempo. If you find that you struggle with any particular part, head for the Mastery Pack. That's your first port of call. If that doesn't help, try the forums or leave a comment and I'll get back to you if you're having any trouble with this. Okay, so the next part then we need to introduce the